What's up, guys? Today I'm going to give you my thoughts on the turnout of YCS Miami. Anyways, I'm going to cut the shit and just go straight to the top 32 because that's what people care about. Anyways, so going into the top 32, we had 11 wind-up decks, 9 water, 5 Dino Rabbit, 2 Dark World, 1 Karakuri, 1 Inzektor, 1 Miracle Gemini, 1 Hieratic, and 1 Fire Fist. Yeah, suck it, Fire Fist. Eat a dick. Like, you don't even know how many people came up to me before Cosmo Blaze and were like, "Hey, you selling your water stuff? Because those fire guys are coming out and they're just gonna beat the shit out of water." And I'm like, "No, fuck you." And guess what? They didn't beat the shit out of water. But anyways, going into the top 16, we had 4 Macro Rabbit, 4 Water, 5 Wind Up, 1 Fire Fist, 1 Karakuri, and 1 Dark World. And then going into the top 8, we had 2 Water, 2 Wind Up, one the Karakuri, the 1 Fire Fist, 1 Dark World, 1 Rabbit, and we all know going into top 4, we have 1 Water, 1 Karakuri, and 2 Wind-Ups. Okay, first of all, let's be honest here. It's not a surprise that Wind-Ups won this event. The Wind-Up players wanted to have one last shebang before their deck got the shebang, and at least they got what they wanted before their deck absolutely eats the dust. Because, like, this is the last event that players have to deal with the bullshit wind-up loops. I still don't agree that with the people who say the deck is dead. The deck is definitely not dead. It just needs some major reconstructing right now. It's gonna go from a bullshit tool it's gonna go from a bullshit like loop deck to a more fair, balanced. They're probably gonna. I can see them still being built as an extra deck toolbox deck because they can still go into ranks 3, 4, and 5 like nothing. And we all know that ranks 3, 4, and 5 have some pretty strong Exceed monsters to go into. So I'm going to be interested to see what creativity goes into these new builds for windups now, because players aren't just going to drop the deck. Players are still going to try to make the deck viable. Players still have the shit needed to make the deck. It just went down in value. What I'm happy about, water made a huge like impact in this event. Like going in, considering this wasn't their last event before the deck dies, having 9 water decks go into top 32, that's kind of crazy. That's like a quarter of that's almost a quarter. Sorry, that's almost a third of top 32 just mermails. I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna compare it to the wind up decks because all the wind up players got pissed off by the ban lists. The 5 Dino Rabbit was no surprise because Dino Rabbit's still a popular deck. It's very anti-meta. It has a very good matchup against Mermails. Has a decent matchup against Fire Fists, which surprisingly were very underwhelming this event. So I'm hoping to pick up my bears in the next couple of weeks because I'm anticipating a price drop due to their underwhelming performance in this event. It may just be due to players just not having the cash to get the deck yet because Bear at $50 is completely overpriced. Even if they did, even if they won the event, I still don't agree with a $50 price tag on Bear. It's an ultra rare for Christ's sake. It's not like a secret or something. Yeah, Megalo at $80 is retarded, but it's a secret. It's hard as hell to pull. It's like one secret a box, 8 secrets per set. Fuck off, Konami. But yeah, so I'm very happy with the turnout for my fellow Mermail players out there. Congratulations on your tops. And Fire Fists, better luck next time. Windups, rest in peace. Um, I I am going to upload a video discussing Jeff Jones's and Billy Brake's very unique New Age Mermail decks, and so I'm not going to brush upon that too much. A couple of decks to check out in terms of uniqueness. Miracle Gemini. Paul Cooper's Hieratic deck was very interesting, incorporating the 1 Day of Peace as a extra stall to gather up his pieces. Because if you playing an OTK deck, um, giving your opponent that extra draw, yes, it's a downside, but really, the reason why he played One Day of Peace was to stall for that one extra turn and to get his combo pieces faster. Because when you activate One Day of Peace, you don't take damage until your opponent's next end phase. So even if your opponent draws like the nuts, and then you activate One Day of Peace, and they get another card that makes their hand even more of the nuts, they still can't do anything until you do something next turn. So you'll always have the next move that can potentially win the game after you activate One Day of Peace. So Paul Cooper was very smart in the fact of putting that in the deck, because he realized that, hey, it doesn't matter if I'm giving my opponent an extra draw if I'm going to win next turn anyways. So kudos to you, Paul Cooper. That was a very creative move, and I applaud you for that. Um, the Karakuri deck, while it seems interesting, I actually was not around when Karakuri's and the Synchro Spam was very popular, so I can't really comment on that. The one Fire Fist deck, he did make top 8, so congratulations on the top 8 finish. You are the only Fire Fist player to ever do something in a YCS so far. So your name will go down in Yu-Gi-Oh! History for the next, like month until the next YCS? Not to downplay your achievement by any means, you did a very good job. But anyways, that's just a little quick overview on what happened during the top 32 at YCS Miami. Water had a very strong showing, Windups had a very strong showing, Fire Fists were underwhelming as fuck, and we saw a very interesting hieratic OTK deck that unfortunately may not be as viable due to One Day of Peace going to one next format. Anyways, that's just all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and hope you all have great days. See you later.